Rage against PhilHealth. No need to prove Rody's health. Government admits tracing and isolation not enough. On Rodanilla's death, we'll do our best. Ara Mina's cake business grows. Apple na worth $2 trillion. Raptors Jazz in big wins. Monsoon rains to continue. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Thursday, August 20, and now the news. Senate President Vicente Tito Soto III yesterday said he hopes the latest string of corruption issues haunting the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or PhilHealth, would finally prompt President Rodrigo Duterte to unleash his wrath and wield the axe against Health Secretary Francisco Duque and its erring officials. Soto said the chamber has had enough of the carousel of denials and lies and will soon submit its recommendations, which may include the filing of charges against Duque and other PhilHealth officials and legislative amendments. He said PhilHealth Chief Ricardo Morales should just appear before the DOJ, together with other PhilHealth officials and later with the Ombudsman. Senator Panfilo Lacson, who initiated the probe on PhilHealth alongside Soto, insisted that they have gathered enough evidence to support the indictment of officials and persons accountable for the alleged irregularities happening within the said agency. Lacson pointed to official documents and testimonies of officials, which may lead to the filing of charges against several agency officials for violation of Article 17, Chapter 4 of the Revised Penal Code, or the provisions of malversation of public funds, the Tax Code, and Anti-Graft and Corruption Practices Act. Meantime, presidential spokesman Harry Roque said that there is no need for President Rodrigo Duterte to declare his health condition as he remains healthy. He also brushed off questions about Malacanang releasing a medical report on the president's health, saying he is duty-bound to do so even if he doesn't have a serious illness. Speculations about the president's supposedly worsening health condition surfaced over the weekend after a medical evacuation jet was reportedly spotted at the Davao airport. It was a Learjet 60 with a call sign VH, and that was said to be ready to pick up a patient for medical evacuation to Singapore. The president dispelled rumors by appearing live on television to report the status of the government's fight against COVID-19 after meeting with his cabinets and the members of the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases. He was joined in that television appearance by Senator Christopher Bongo and Budget Secretary Wendell Avisado. The rumors were also fueled by Interior and Local Government Secretary Eduardo Año's admission that he contracted the virus anew weeks after his first bout with COVID-19. The president in October last year disclosed that he is suffering from an autoimmune disease, myasthenia gravis, a condition that can potentially have serious complications. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
Good morning, sir, how may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
In other news, the government has acknowledged the need to expand isolation facilities that will cater to COVID-19 patients and boost contact tracing efforts to curb the spread of the respiratory illness. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque said that the country's current isolation facilities are probably not enough for the time being. As a solution, he said the government has been expanding quarantine areas by building additional facilities and by converting dormitories and hotels as isolation centers. The palace official also noted that public schools in Metro Manila are slowly being refurbished to temporarily house COVID-19 patients and those suspected to have acquired the virus. Public Works and Highways Secretary Mark Villar was designated by President Rodrigo Duterte as isolation czar. He is in charge of building isolation centers for COVID-19 victims. He had tapped mostly existing government facilities for the purpose. Meanwhile, testing czar and Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong recognized that Metro Manila's contact tracing efforts barely improved during the 2-week imposition of modified enhanced community quarantine, as the number of individuals tracked down remains far from the government's target. He reported in a palace briefing on Tuesday that the region can only identify 5 close contacts for each confirmed COVID-19 patient, slightly better than the 4 close contacts before the MECQ period. A total of 37 close contacts should be traced for every COVID-19 patient, he said. Meantime, the National Task Force on COVID-19 or NTFC has assured the public that the government is doing its best to save the lives of Filipinos and address many challenges brought about by the coronavirus crisis. NTFC Assistant Secretary Wilben Mayor made the pronouncement yesterday in response to the death of a COVID-stricken government employee last August 6 after being denied admission by several hospitals. The Daily Tribune broke the tragic news of Richmond Rodanilla's death, which raised the question of the NTFC's competence in handling the COVID-19 crisis. In a letter to the editor to the Daily Tribune, Mayor extended the NTFC's deepest sympathies to the family of Rodanilla. Mayor said the One Hospital Command Center, or OHCC, facilitate the referrals of patients who need COVID-19 medical assistance. He advised those COVID-19 emergency to contact OHCC through these numbers: 0919-977-333, 0915-777-7777, and 0288650500. Mayor also said that there are 18 temporary treatment and monitoring facilities with 3,046 beds and 9,793 ligtas COVID centers with 130,204 beds nationwide. He said the country has 8,475 contact tracing teams composed of 94,629 members. These teams were able to trace 82,787 of the 92,371 confirmed cases. Tribune News on Cube will be back after these reminders.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, Ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
Ara Mina City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Ara Mina City, the city of firsts.
In entertainment, actress Ara Mina has managed to keep her pastry shop, Hazelberry, afloat during the months of community quarantine by opening it to the public through pick-up and delivery-only services. In an emotional speech during the opening of yet another branch of Hazelberry, Ara revealed the struggles that she went through, including partners who betrayed her and the failed businesses before Hazelberry. The confectionery shop boasts of decadent cakes made by Ara, a certified pastry chef. She said she's beginning to reap the success from the business because of the sheer love and hard work she puts into it. Hazelberry by Ara is located at Puesto Community Mall in Quezon City, Ayala Malls Feliz in Pasig City, Alta Claro in Pampanga, and Mulito Lifestyle Center in Alabang. Meanwhile, Apple on Wednesday became the first U.S. company to reach $2 trillion in market value. The iPhone maker attained the distinction in Wednesday's mid-morning trading and was up 1.1% at $467.18 near 15:45 GMT. The company had previously become the first giant to hit $1 trillion in market value in March 2018. Shares of Apple have roughly doubled in value from March, lifting Chief Executive Tim Cook's net worth to $1 billion for the first time. Apple has outpaced its rivals by delivering strong sales of gadgets like wearables and tablets, along with new apps and services which have gained ground during the global health crisis. In the past quarter ending in June, Apple reported profits climbed 8% to $11.2 billion and revenues jumped 11% to $59.7 billion. Apple's rise comes amid a broader rally in technology shares as employees around the country shift to working at home amid the coronavirus pandemic and social distancing protocols. We will be back after these reminders.
In the days ahead, we need to lean on the values that make us a great company, the Malasakit, for which we are known, and the understanding that, as San Miguel, we stand for something far greater than ourselves, that we have the responsibility to extend a hand to those who most need it. It is our sense of duty and obligation, pagkakaisa and malasakit, that will see us through these difficult times. Kwentong Malasakit.
In sports, Toronto reserve Norman Powell scored 12 of his 24 points in the fourth quarter as the defending champion Raptors rallied to beat Brooklyn 104-99 Wednesday in their NBA playoff series. The Raptors took a 2.0 lead in the best-of-7 Eastern Conference first-round clash, being played in the league's quarantine bubble in Orlando, Florida. The Raptors, who had converted 22 three-pointers in a Game 1 blowout of the Nets, connected on just 25.7% of their three-point attempts and 43.7% of shots overall, under heavy defensive pressure from a Nets team eager to even the series. But turnovers proved crucial, with 9 Toronto giveaways leading to 6 Nets points, while 17 Brooklyn turnovers resulted in 23 points for the Raptors. In Western Conference action, Donovan Mitchell scored 30 points and handed out 8 assists for the Utah Jazz in a 124-105 victory over the Denver Nuggets that knotted their series at 1 game apiece. It was a sweet reversal for Mitchell, who scored 57 points in a Game 1 overtime loss to the Nuggets. The Jazz seized control in the second quarter, using a 2-9 scoring run to open a 61-48 halftime lead. And a low-pressure area 30 kilometers north of Daet, Camarines Norte, and the southwest monsoon will affect a large portion of the country, Weather Bureau Pag-asa said today. The LPA will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in Metro Manila, Ilocos Region, Cordillera Administrative Region, Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, Bicol Region, Calabarzon, and Eastern Visayas. The southwest monsoon will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in Mimaropa, Western and Central Visayas, and Zamboanga Peninsula. The rest of Mindanao will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers due to the localized thunderstorms. And we'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
With these cell sites, it affords us better cooperation and communication with the outside world, because it is vital for FU and RMF to have this. We are now dependent on this cellular signal, and it has helped us a lot. Connectivity is not a problem because we allowed these cell sites to prevail and to be on our roof deck and our helipad. Hindi tayo mawalan ng signal sa lahat ng rooms namin dahil may cell site tayo sa taas. It's one of our major advantages. I think that's the greatest decision that I was a part of, because if not, we would probably be in a worse case right now. I'm thankful that we allowed these cell sites to be installed. I'd like to think and hope that all hospitals have that. We have not had any case of cancer regarding cell sites. As a matter of fact, we employ many cell sites and many boosters inside the hospital. For us, it has saved lives. I think with this new normal, we have realized that we are more dependent on this technology. Cell sites, if not connectivity, are a must.
And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join. Daily Tribune will also be launching its latest mobile app, and we want you, our dear viewers, to help us in naming the newest addition in our online family. All you have to do is to like and follow our social media platforms and comment your vote for the following: DT Mobile, Tarsigo, and Katrimo Mobile, and the hashtag mobile app. Prizes await 10 lucky individuals who voted for the winning name. Check out our social media platforms for details. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store for our wardrobe. Again, this is Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.